It's funny how everyone wants to say the same. They see things periodically changing around them and still feel as if they don't have to change, or they shouldn't change, or they shouldn't be changing, when everything is changing all the time. Nothing in the universe remains the same. And that's to be seen externally and internally. You can look around, look at the trees, look at the leaves, the sand, the dirt, the ants. Everything is always doing something. Everything is interchanging. Everything is always striving for the next thing. But as it strives for the next thing, it is completely grateful for where it is. It is completely competent in where it is. It is content. My apologies. It's very content where it is. Thus, it cannot help but change. It's the spiral. It's the circle that's always complete because there's no incomplete circle. Someone once said that, the circle was incomplete. And the question was, well, how was the circle incomplete? The circle was incomplete because the circle was chopped in half, or the circle was, either way, it was chopped in half, or it was missing a piece. And it's like, okay, if it's missing a certain amount of pieces, wouldn't the circle be a C? It's not a circle anymore. If it's a circle, it's a circle. And if you bend this circle, what did the circle become then? It's an oval. It's not a circle anymore. Okay. So if it's a circle and we chop the circle in half horizontally, it would be a U. Vertically, it would be a C. So on and so forth. And if we unfolded it, it could be a 3 if you did a whole bunch of other stuff to it. Anyway, my point is, people are watching the things around in the universe, people are watching things in the mundane change around them, and they really, really feel that nothing's going to change with them. Let me repeat that. People are watching things change around them in the mundane and inside them, and have the nerve to feel that nothing will change with them. Whether they like it or not, you're changing. A wise man once said, you're either evolving or devolving. You're either growing or you're deteriorating. You can't stay the same. You will never stay the same. You can never remain the same. This is why when you're a child baby, before you're a baby, you're what is that thing called when you're in the mom's stomach? Before you become a baby, whatever. I forget. I apologize. I forget what it's called, but you're that. But before you're that, you're a sperm. And before you're even the sperm, what are you? Some invisible force that was imagined through the fashions of somebody's mind, that wasn't even fashioned by their mind consciously, or I should say it was fashioned by their gut, and you wasn't fashioned consciously by the gut. The gut ended up fashioning you into a sperm cell. And then that's what they call the little twinkle in the dad's eye, the evil twinkle or whatever. You have this twinkle, and with this twinkle, you then become sperm, and you come out, you go into the mom, and then it keeps going on, and you become a child, and you become a child, and then the child becomes a teenager, and the teenager becomes an adult, and then so on and so forth, and you become old, you get gray hair. Some people don't get gray hair, but you become old. I get what I'm saying. And that's just the most simplest way to tell you that nothing stays the same. Then this is a more simple way. You can look at spring, which is what New Year's really is, April 1st, which is why they call it April Fools. April 1st is when the year actually starts. And then you go into summer, and then from summer you go into the fall. What is the fall? The fall is the downwinding of all the activity that you have been doing in the two hot seasons. So spring, everything starts to bloom. In the summer, you maintain this bloom. You maintain this bloom, and you just plant more seeds to keep on going. You till the land, and you keep on going in this fashion, this form. And once you keep on doing this, well, then you go into the fall. When it's the fall, well, the same thing. Things start to fall off. So they start to slow down, or they start to not look as beautiful or as green or as furbish as you would want them to appear to be. They become more like brown and old or whatever. There's many ways you can put this. I will put it in my own ways, is that it goes into a rest mode so that it can bloom once more, even more powerful than it was in the previous rising that it had. So you got spring, you got summer, and then you got fall. And in each of these, everything is different. In spring, everything's like, oh my gosh, the sun is just, I believe the sun is the hottest. Other than the summer solstice, the sun is like the hottest. And then you go into fall, and it's cooling down because the air is different. And the air is only different because the sun is providing the air Yes, the sun makes wind from way where the fuck it is. If it's really that far away from us, the sun makes currents of wind. The sun has sun weather, and the sun weather fucking comes down to earth, and we feel all the repercussions of the sun. Now, and then you got winter, and bears hibernate in the winter. So why not you do the same thing? You go inside here, and you see what you want to do for the following spring. No, because we all live in this fast-paced world, mundane world, and we just want to keep on going with the pace of it. And it's like, no, you got to go to your pace. We all got our own clocks, internal, and eternal clocks. We all get what we get at different times. We all don't get what we want when we want it. We get it when we need it. The lips of wisdom are sealed. The lips of wisdom are sealed only to those who are not yet to understand. When the student is ready, the teacher will teach. All these cliche sayings, they're cliche because they're true. You're the one. Fashion your life. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to what other people telling you to do. In the end times, they said that man will hate son, or father will hate son, and mother will hate daughter. Because it's that time. It's time for you to know who you are, and not listen to what people want you to be, and really sit down with yourself and think, who am I? What do I want to do? Who do I want to help? What do I want to accomplish? What do I truly desire in this 3D physical plane? What is it? And to know this is to go into the fourth dimension plane. How do you go into the fourth dimension plane? You go into the fourth dimension plane through mind. And I want y'all to also know that mind isn't the only way to think. Mind isn't the only way to think. The gut thinks. The skin thinks. This hair thinks. It thinks. This hair thinks. And if you know how to, before I say that, we all came here to learn how to manipulate energy. Now I'm gonna go to my next point. If you know how to manipulate energy, you can put energy into anything of what you desire to envelop that energy into you. Because everything is you. You got people out here worshiping false idols, things outside of themselves, when everything they need is in themselves. Is it not written that Jesus said, and Jesus quoted, I'm quoting Jesus now, is it not written that ye are gods? The sun, the S-U-N. If you look at everything around you, S-U-N, the sun, everything around you breeds and multiplies and looks so luscious, gracious, beautiful. Because of the sun. The sun gives it its vitality. So the same with the sun up there, if you know laws of the universe, such as above, so below, as within, so is out, as on top, as beneath. If there's a sun up there, there's a sun in you. If there's a sun in you, there's a sun beneath you. So the sun, the S-U-N, when in the Bible they put S-O-N to confuse everyone, and it worked. Which is why I said once that the Bible was written to enslave the ignorant and enlighten the wise. So to enslave the ignorant and enlighten the wise. So S-O-N was to say, oh, only one individual has this power, when it's S-U-N. There's a sun up there that gives life to everything around you externally. And then you have life inside of you. When you see everything you're looking at, it's not you. Close your eyes. That's you. Peace, love, and value. I just wanted to come in here and drop that on y'all because it was in my mind, and my head's been like fucking ringing. Like, it's just been like, a lot of changes are going on, man. And y'all either gonna go up or you gonna go down, because you can't stay in the middle. Peace.